Hello, guys, and Merry Almost Christmas to all of you. We're about a week away from the big day, and I couldn't be more excited. The holidays are a time to relax, eat nice food, spend time with your loved ones, and exchange gifts. My favorite part. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, my parents were really big on telling me that I better behave or otherwise Santa would bring me nothing but coal for Christmas. And I generally was scared about it, about getting coal. And obviously, once we find out that, spoiler alert, you know what I'm talking about, depending on how old you are, the motivation to stay good went away. And that's why I should be getting coal every year.
The following content contains adult subject matter, including sensitive material, and is intended for adult consumption only. It may not be suitable for all audiences. Therefore, discretion is advised. Lele Pons is not a trained expert, but is using her personal experiences and platform to create a space for sensitive discussions.
Also, just a side note, how creepy is the line, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake? That fuck? No one's gonna talk about that? Who wrote this song? Every year for Christmas, what I do is I usually go to Puerto Rico with my family, my mom's side of the family, my grandparents and everybody. But, this year is a little bit difficult for that. My family's a little split. Some of my family are going to Puerto Rico, some are staying in Miami, and my grandparents are in Italy. So we're just gonna do it differently this year, but I am gonna spend it with my dad's family, which is the first time I do that. It's gonna be very exciting, and the most important thing is that we're all healthy, even though we're separated, and I hope that it's the same for you. I hope whether you're either with your family or you're apart but safe. But in this episode, we're going to do things a little bit different this time. Santa may be making a list of, who's naughty or nice this year, but at Best Kept Secrets, we know that life is a little bit more complicated than that, and our two callers today are a great example of that. I'm going to be kicking off the show today talking to Heath, whose marriage is perfect 8 months of the year, but come September, his wife starts blasting Christmas songs and singing along to them. September, before Halloween. That's literally before Halloween. To make things worse, she sings horrible, and that's the problem. He doesn't know how to tell her that. Yikes. Now, on our second caller, Tom has a much naughtier secret. It was a little bit awkward when his pastor got him and his wife getting down and dirty. Do you know what that means? At Mass. Yeah, in a church. Trust me, you do not want to miss his story. So, all right, let's get started and give Heath a call.
Hi, Heath. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm dying to know, what is your best kept secret, Heath?
Okay, so I have to be careful that my wife doesn't hear this one.
Okay.
So it's getting to be the time of year that I hate the most, and I hate it for one reason and one reason only.
Why?
My wife thinks she is great at singing Christmas songs, but she is so bad. She has the worst singing voice that you could ever hear. And she doesn't sing for really any time of the year, except she loves Christmas so much. And she starts early. She starts around September. And I'm like, we haven't even gotten through Halloween yet. Give me some time to prepare emotionally. And she thinks I love it because I love Christmas, but I hate her singing.
Oh my God. What are you going to do?
So the thing is, I don't know what I can do. I feel like I'm in too deep. When we started dating, it was like kind of cute, like, oh, she's really bad. But now it's like, Jesus, woman, like, do you know what pitch is?
Yeah.
She doesn't. And it's,
oh no.
It is so frustrating. And we've been together for like 10 years. So I don't know how to bring it up now. I mean, I kind of...
Yeah, you had to know the first year.
I loved her so much, and I thought it was cute, and I didn't know. And now I'm like, I don't know, it's one of those things that kind of wears on you over time. It erodes that part of your soul.
It did?
Yes. And the worst is anything Mariah Carey.
Oh, yeah, with the high notes.
Once I start playing All I Want for Christmas Is You on the radio, I'm like, all I want for Christmas is for you.
To shut the fuck up, yeah. When was the first time you ever heard her sing? Like before or after you got married?
Oh, before. I mean, when we were dating, but it's like when you're dating, you don't notice stuff like that as much. Like it's like kind of charming and she loves Christmas so much that it's like the Christmas spirit is intoxicating and we weren't living together at the time. So it wasn't like I had to deal with the fucking Christmas songs 24/7. I think that was when I was like, oh no, this is a problem. Was when we moved in together. It was about a year before we got married. And first Christmas, together like that was unbearable. And I've kind of tried to bring it up before in the past, but she either laughs it off as a joke.
Awkward.
Yeah, exactly. Or if I'm being real, it really hurts her feelings.
Does she sing in public or with you alone?
Yeah, that's the worst part is she does sing in public. So like if we're at the mall and we're shopping for Christmas stuff and like, the right Christmas song comes on, she might just start singing and like everyone in the store will look at her and it's like she's not shy about it because she doesn't know how bad she is. So it's just humiliating. And I just want to get out, I just want to like leave. And, I don't want her to be upset. I don't want her.
You're an amazing person for her. Oh, but you know what you should do? Tell somebody else to tell her.
Oh.
Like somebody should stop her and be like, tell her. And then if she asks, you'll be like, listen, honestly, baby, I love you so much, but you suck. And like, it's annoying, but like, obviously I love you and I don't care. But yeah, it's a problem.
Okay. And then I can take the other person's side.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone in her family because her whole family does it.
Yeah.
They're all kind of tone deaf. I don't know if that's like hereditary.
No one's mentioned it to her. Oh shit, that sucks.
No, because like I said, they're all bad. And the worst part is my mom was a music teacher. So like,
oh no.
To me, it's really bad.
What do you think of just like giving her lessons? Maybe as a being like, hey, love, like you love to sing so much. I want to give you lessons so you can even be better.
I'm afraid that if it came from me, she might be insulted, but I don't know, maybe I could convince my mom to give it to her or something. Yeah, that might help because at least then it would be a professional telling her she stinks and not me.
Exactly.
And who knows, maybe, I don't know, maybe she could get better. But I'm afraid it's going to like ruin her whole Christmas.
It's just once a year.
Yeah, but it's like 4 months of the year. It's like a third of the year.
How do you think she would react if you told her about her singing?
I think she would get immediately. She'd be hurt. She might think I'm just being mean, because this is coming out of nowhere. Like, how do I say that?
No, that's what I told. Do what I told you. Do what I told you to do.
Okay, so I should get a friend involved, right? But what if it's what if she's like, well, screw them. We don't want to hang out with them. Like, what if she takes it bad and I lose a friend because of it?
No, it should be someone that's close.
I mean, she's a little sheltered. She's a little bit of a princess. So it's like sometimes, when there's issues, it's hard to confront her about them. And most of the time they're ignorable. But like, this is just, I just want to stuff ornaments in her ears or something.
It must be hard. The love of your life just fucking sucks at singing. And it's such a jolly month.
I know. I'm like the only person who gets depressed around the holidays because of the person I love.
How does she sing? Can you show us a little bit? Oh my God. Like how? Like don't do it so loud.
It's like totally off pitch. No, the rhythm's okay, but it's like jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
No,
like it's breathy and like I guess nobody taught her how to use her diaphragm. I don't know how to project. Like it's like weird and breathy. All I want for Christmas is you. It's like all I want. Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so, just people just don't know how to sing sometimes. Like, not even like normal. There's always a catch, and she's probably an amazing girl and woman. And you should have see it coming, being like, oh, this is impossible. What's going on? La, 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 la. And then that's it. You can live without that.
Yeah,
you can live with
red flag right there.
Wow. Well, seriously, thank you so much for sharing your secret. That was really funny.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's going to get better, but, venting about it and talking about it and me giving you an idea, maybe it works,
Yes.
It makes things easier
Yes,
for you.
that's true. Honestly, it's nice to just get that weight off of my shoulders. I've been holding it in for years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's so cute. I think it's really cute how he's so not in love, but he's so nice to her. Like, generally, like, he cares for her. He doesn't want to make her feel bad, even though her singing sucks. But you know what they say? Love is blind, but not deaf. No one says that, but I'm saying it right now. That's intense. I have to love someone that much for me to be like, it's okay if she's, like, killing my ears. Like, I don't know how she sings, but the way he made her seem, it's horrible. And it's, like, a reason to break up with someone almost. So I hope he gets some headphones this year so he can not listen to her. And I hope that somebody tells her. Maybe she should hear a record of her, like a video of her singing. She'll be like, wow, I didn't know. Because maybe she doesn't know. I don't know. Many possibilities. It's not that big of a deal, but it's annoying to, like, touch the subject with a person who doesn't sing good. Good luck. Before we take a quick break, I just wanted to let you know, guys, that this year, my sponsors and I have some special deals for you. So hang tight, and we'll be right back to take our second call. Welcome back to this holiday special episode of Best Kept Secrets, Naughty or Nice Edition. I really loved Heath's secret because he's such a great husband by letting his wife sing her heart out. And, sometimes they say it, love is blind, but it's not deaf. So that's that. Now let's go give Tom, who is definitely on the naughty list, a call.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Lele. How are you?
I'm good. I'm dying to know, what is your best kept secret?
Oh my God. This was Christmas Eve last year, and my wife and I got caught having sex at church.
All right. I want to know, how did you end up having sex in church? Why? Where? What church? Everything. Just, I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And I'm going to listen to this.
This is bad. Okay. So every year my family goes to church, and my wife and I were not too religious. So we ended up pre-gaming at a bar before. And when my wife drinks, she gets a little excited. She gets a little crazy. And so it was one of those churches, like a rock church, where they have a band and it's kind of like a concert.
Yeah.
And so like halfway through, she tells me to meet her in the bathroom when they start passing around the basket. And the band ends up playing like a couple songs, and they pass around the basket and stuff. And so I go meet her in the bathroom. And before you know it, one thing leads to another. And there we are in the men's bathroom getting it on.
And nobody hears you.
Nobody heard us. At least we thought nobody heard us. The next day, I actually got a call from the pastor. I don't know how he found out or who told him or what, but he called us and he told me that we were no longer welcome there. He said he can't kick us out, but that we're really not welcome there. And I don't know. It was just one of those things where it just happened, and I feel really bad about it. I asked him not to tell anybody. If my mom found out, she would go crazy.
Is she religious?
She's so religious. Yes. She's there all the time. It was the most awkward. I mean, what do you say?
Yeah.
You can't lie. For one, you can't lie. I was just so embarrassed and quiet the whole time. And he even seemed embarrassed too. So, it was kind of awkward for everybody. And so this whole year, the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
So I haven't obviously gone to church with my mom or anything like that. I think they're still doing some services, like some outside or like some social distancing things. But I'm hoping this year to like use COVID as an excuse to not go.
What was your wife's response when you told her about the pastor?
Her jaw dropped, and She was so embarrassed.
Oh, she was like, it was all my fault. I can't believe that is insane.
I know.
And how long have you been going to that church?
Well, it's my mom's church, so we've only gone a few times, but she's been going for a few years. But she knows, she knows the pastor very well. And
have you and your wife have sex like publicly like that, or was it your first time?
That was like the most public place for sure. Like we've done it like in a car, but I guess that's public too. But that's not like where somebody could just come in.
Do you and your family only go to that church or for Christmas or?
I do. I don't really go to church. I just go with them because, they love it. And it really is like a nice ceremony and the music is nice and stuff like that.
Have you like seen the pastor after that?
I haven't. Nope. Yeah. I've avoided that like the plague.
God, how upset would your family be and your parents be if they found out you weren't allowed back to the church?
Oh my God. My mom would disown me.
Yeah, but I feel like that was like a confession. You know that like priests can't like share confessions and stuff like that. I just like told him there's a confession.
Yeah. So maybe I'm confessing to you.
My God, I feel like it's me, the pastor, you, and your wife. Fuck. It's a lot. And everybody hearing here.
Oh.
Everybody here who's listening.
Yeah.
Wow. This year you might get lucky, like I think because of the COVID thing too. You're right. What are you going to say next year?
We'll have to wait and see. I have no idea.
Would you do it in public again? Obviously not in the church.
I mean, yeah.
But like, would you do it again?
I mean, I'm not going to say we wouldn't. We'll try to stay away from anywhere where there's people who might find us. I don't know. It's super embarrassing.
I just don't understand how he found out.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe somebody heard us or saw our shoes or something, or I don't know, Or do they have cameras or?
They shouldn't have cameras in the bathroom though.
No.
Now that's for sure curious. Now that's like I'm curious about how that happened.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking somebody went and heard us.
I am so sorry that happened to you, but you know what? That is something that like, it's fucking hilarious. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm shocked with what happened.
YOLO.
I've never been caught, but I've done it somewhere similar. So definitely not like religious similar, but like public, like similar.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say it because people know who's talking. They know who I am. So I'm not going to say my secret.
Of course.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Thank you, Lele.
That was intense. Like I was shocked for a second. As I said, I'm trying to picture it because when people tell me stories, I try to picture them. I'm trying to picture like the whole scenario. And it was really hard for me to picture this one because it's like, I don't know, like I used to be very religious when I was a child. So like thinking about this, like, damn, that's so awkward for a pastor to call you and talk to you about that. I would be scarred. And then like, I'd be scarred for like, if I have a child and like the first communion and like my parents and my mom is like, why don't you want them to have their first communion here? Oh my God. The questions I don't even know what to do. He looks like he was still concerned about it. He looks like he felt kind of guilty about it. So fuck, man. This is just an awkward conversation. I'm not ready. I'm not a therapist to talk about it.
Wow, those were some wild calls, especially the last one, and I hope that you all had fun listening to this episode as much as I did. I loved it so much that I actually want to make a part 2 of our Naughty or Nice special edition next week, so stay tuned for that. Now, back to our calls today. For the first one, Heath, I feel for Heath because he's such a good sport about it. Maybe I could keep this secret of, someone in my family singing badly for a week or 2, but poor Heath has to grin and bear his wife's off-key singing for almost 4 months. I would definitely put Heath on my nice list, and I think he should spoil himself this year and invest in the best pair of noise-canceling headphones he can find. And boy, our second caller, Tom, got caught being naughty with his wife in church by his pastor. I would have been so embarrassed, and generally speaking, I'm all for PDA, and I think doing it in public sounds pretty sexy, but doing it in a church is by far, it's taking it too far, man. Tom is one of the very few people who actually might benefit from COVID lockdown this year because at least he has an easy way of getting out of going to church. And he better come up with a really good excuse for next year, because I don't know if COVID's going to exist next year. Hopefully not. But one way or another, his mom is going to have to find out, and that's going to be embarrassing. Therefore, I'm going to be putting Heath on my nice list and Tom, of course, on my naughty list. It'll be coin your stockings this year, Tom. That's for sure. And that brings me to the question of this week. I want to know whether you are on the naughty list or on the nice list. Head over to my Instagram at Lele Pons to vote in the poll and be honest. I'm definitely in the naughty list, so you can be honest. So that's our show for today. Thank you guys so much for listening. I want to wish you and your family happy holidays, sending all of my love, and I hope Santa brings you everything you've dreamed of.
If you or someone you know are struggling emotionally, text START to 741-741 for a confidential chat anytime.
Bum, bum.
Thanks for listening to Best Kept Secrets with me, Lele Pons, only on Spotify in partnerships with Shot Studios. The Shot Studios original team includes creators John Shahidi and Sam Shahidi, my lovely producer Belinda Mercer, and audio editor Stephen Colon. From Spotify Studios, executive producers Javier Pinot, Liz Gately, Gina Delvac, and Danny Treboj. And a special thanks to Dan Behar, Jessica Molina, Francisco Quijada, and Julio Pabon. I'm Lele. Follow me on Instagram at Lele Pons and check out my exclusive merch at lilshop.com. That is Lil Shop, Lil shop.com. Talk to you next week.